Alright, what's going on, Shane? This is the walkthrough on the gs1100 drag bike. I'm going to start from the back and work my way forward. Now I'd like to apologize in advance for some things that were just definitely done in a pinch, but it's something you can touch up. It totally works. You know, you'll see when we get there. Starting with the wheelie bars. Just regular old wheelie bars. Nothing special except for the longboard wheels. I like them because they got a wide contact patch. Just fit really well. Mickey Thompson rear slick. Here's a dimple. You can see there's still some life left in it. Like I said, it's kind of hard. I guess you're going to actually already replace that. Rear wheel, not sure on the brand, but it is billet aluminum. Pretty shiny when you actually do shine it up. I'll send a polish with you. There is no rear brake on it. I had to make a adjustment to the rear wheel at division finals last year, and bracket got my way, pissed me off. I took it all off, not necessary. The bike will come with, we'll get to it. Oh, here it is. Bike will come with a line lock setup, rear brake, mount, air cylinder. I mean, it's all in there. I had a line lock at one point because I did have a little creep in my clutch with my gs1100 set up a while back. It's back halved, as you can see. Don't remember the builder's name. I was told it one time, but I don't even remember who made this whole chassis. Battery box is down here. It's wrapped in some insulation that I had sitting around. I hear that the vibration of the GS's pretty much put a good little, take a toll on these batteries. So it's insulated, fits snug. MPS air pump, brand new, put it on probably month and a half ago. Most of these air lines are new, fittings are new. Here's a wiring mess. This is just one of them things where it was kind of done in a hurry at some point, and just got it done. But if it makes you feel any better, I do have a buddy that got his wiring done professionally. It looked beautiful, and it did not work. So I guess as long as it works, that's what counts. You have a digital delay, auto shift right here with your engine kill. This is a stock gs1100 rectifier. The charging system is on it. Dyna 2-step and rev limiter. You got your low limit, your high limit. This is your rev limiter. This is going to be your 2-step. 2-step has 2 stages. There's a lower and an upper. And as you can see, the upper is going to be like, say for here, 9,000 and 5,000 on the lower. It just kind of depends on where you want your 2-step. On a GS, keep it pretty low. I set mine at 5,000 and it switched over to lower. This right here, set of posts, this is your set of coils. The far left 3 is going to be coils 1 through 4. The far right 3 is going to be your coils 2 and 3. This is your grounding post, and these are all hot wires. Everything that goes to here is controlled by the switch here. You flip this switch, shift light comes on and lets you know it's all good. Digital delay box comes on, lets you know it's on and working, all that good stuff. Everything's powered through this, whatever you want to call it, set of posts. Dyna shift minder. That's for your shift light. I used to use it, now I don't, seeing as how it has the auto shift box, but it is there for future use. On to the other side of the bike. It's got a Cosman sprocket. You do have to put Cosmans on this. This is a 50 tooth. 630. It's got a 630 chain. The chain's rated for like 450 plus horsepower. You pretty much never have to change that until you start making really big power. Air shifter setup, 3/8 offset sprocket, electric over air sitting right on the air cylinder. You get your quickest shifts that way. What else we got going on in here? It's pretty much it. Brand new high flow petcock for fuel. Went to 32 millimeter carbs. The air adjustment screws in here, as you're pretty well aware of, I would assume. These are actually stripped out on these 32s, but they are set proper, and I just left them. You'll have to do any tuning through your jets, and I'm going to tell you right now, I took the jets out of my 38 millimeter carbs, put them in these 32s, and it is running really fat, but it has seemed to actually run more consistent with it running rich instead of tuned properly, and obviously you don't want it running lean. Everything in here is stock gs1100. That's what's in here right now. I did weld on a kickstand. That's pretty convenient. I was actually really excited about that because sometimes somebody shits on the track and you end up having to sit there for a long time. I ended up just putting this kickstand on so I can actually get off the bike and stretch. Dyna 3 ohm coils, 3 ohm, Dyna greens. These are MSD car spark plug wires. So you'll have to get the little nipples for spark plugs if you lose one of these. I only have 4. The 4 come with the bike, obviously. Don't lose them. Maybe even order some extras. Cool old school cafe racer grips. Probably, I know, something small. Another one of my favorite additions. MPS air release clutch. Hold in. Pretty much set to damn near dump. You got your air gauge right here. Shift light, and this is for your compressor. That's what the gauge is there for. Extra air lines here. This is all for your air release and for your gauge. PMFR, front rotor, brake, no idea on the rim. Once again, babe, can you get a flashlight? Or I don't know. Here's my headlamp. Let's see if I can find a bad spot in this tire. Well, here's a pretty bad spot. I don't know if you can see that, but it's cracked. I just trust me. I'd recommend getting it changed over. I can't find a really bad spot, but it's there. I promise. Front forks. That being said, all the oil is drained out of these. They were leaking at the plug. I drained all the oil out because I didn't want to get kicked off the track. And I RTV'd this shut, and the fork seals were blown. You won't notice because all the oil is out of it, but they are blown, I promise. So just new forks, get them rebuilt. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I raced it like that for a couple years. I love it the way it is. Just kind of left it. Vance and Hines ceramic coated header to the original. I got chrome megaphone. The badge is missing, but the rivets are there. There's a Dyna S ignition plate that I spoke of. This plate runs straight up here, which ties into your coils. Okay, let's see, what else do we got? It's gonna be about it. Just got the fake front headlight housing on it. Can't really think of anything else bike related looking at that. Here is the part shelf. Both these gs1100 heads are in great condition. Only comes with one set of cams. You're gonna space these out at 20 pins. I'm actually gonna keep these 38 millimeter carbs to put on my dad's cafe racer. He doesn't need to go fast. Let's see what else we got. These 2 sets of cylinders. This is the 1168 cylinders. One of the cylinders is scarred on the inside. See if I can get that light. It's not bad, but it's not repairable either. So you just need to get a new sleeve. This one. Hopefully you can see that right there. And then cylinder number 1 on this other one is just, well, you can't see that one. It's obliterated. The cylinders themselves are good, but the actual sleeve is just done. You gotta get a replacement sleeve. So 1100, 1168, whatever you want to do there, they're yours. Spare clutch stuff. This is for a lockup clutch. Don't use this unless you get a lockup. Old school T air kill. You'll never use that, but just kind of cool, like just old school stuff. Heavy duty clutch basket. It's designed to cover the springs. These springs can come out and go right into cylinder number 4 and blow it up. That's why I got this heavy duty clutch basket. It's got heavy duty pins. The welded back. Nothing special on the inside, really. That's a good transmission that came out of one of my blown 1100s. Good shift forks. All these parts sitting up here are good. Clutch cover. All that good stuff. Here's just some shenanigans. This is where here's the delay box I was telling you about. Old school dead and bare. It's not cross-talked, but it's there. Dyna 2000 is up there. Brand new harness for it. The Dyna 2000 will need an ignition plate. That really does it on the spare parts. We went over the bike. All right. Can you hold this?
Yes.
I'm sorry for the camera moving. We are doing this by hand. Body slips on nose first. And we'll rest. Boom. I'm not going to actually snap it down or anything because I'm just going to leave it off. What's going on here, baby? See?
There you
Is
go.
it just being a pain?
I think so.
Okay. Alright. Look through here. Fuel shutoff is here. I could not reach underneath the body, so I actually cut a hole with a hole saw, shut it on and off here. It's not bad. And that's it. We're going to start it. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna turn gas off real quick. Always turn your gas off. I've actually had good luck with these carbs not leaking, but sometimes you know how it goes with carbs. It happens. All right, so when you pull up to the line, long story short, what I do is when I'm in the staging lanes, I check out my gauge. I air this up to 110. Oh. Close enough. All right. Now, kind of just get like a view here. Mm-hmm. So, all right, at this point, your bike is running, you're pulling up to the lanes, you're sitting in the water box right now, all right? We're going to pull in our clutch just like traditional. We're going to click it down with our left foot, and we're going to just, the rev limiter is set at 10 grand. Don't worry about anything crazy happening. Just wide open throttle, dump it, do your burnout, and as soon as that tire grabs, let off your throttle, grab the clutch back in. As soon as it grips, just you're done. That's it. At that point, it is sticky. Now we're gonna mosey on up to the lanes. All right. This is your, forgot to mention this, before you do your burnout, this is for your auto shift. This cuts off the signal to your auto shift so it does not shift in a second and third and all kinds of crazy shit while you're doing a burnout. At this point, you've already done your burnout, you're rolling up, and you're fixing a pre-stage. Before I pre-stage, I turn that on. I am now ready for auto shift. I pre-stage, okay? After I pre-stage, I snuggle my butt back here against this wall. I snuggle my ass up against it, right here. I reach down, I put my thumb on that. I get nice and comfortable. I take my sweet ass time right there in pre-stage. I'm gonna buckle down and I'm gonna go into full stage. When I'm fully staged and my opponent is fully staged, then I full throttle and I sit on two-step, and when that third bulb comes onto full illumination, auto clutch, the air release clutch releases automatically. Your two steps tied into this button, so you're going full throttle and coming off the line at the same time, and your auto shift's gonna take over. And that's just all there is to it. Right at the end, when I get to the end, I turn my auto shift back off, so I'm not shifting gears automatically for some stupid reason in the pits, and I just drive on back to the pits. Like I said, the bike charges itself. It airs itself up. This bike sustains itself. It takes care of itself. You just got to put gas in it. You got to put gas in it and maybe just kind of look things over. You know how it is. Just make sure everything's kind of right. You ain't got no wheelie bar bolts coming loose or anything of that nature. And that's it, man. That is a full run through. I hope you enjoyed the video.